Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your 2018 Lawrence Cardinals. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Lawrence High School Stadium. Special welcome to all Lawrence High School alumni on this homecoming weekend. Tonight's game features the Little Tigers of Princeton and your Lawrence Cardinals. Evan Linko's kickoff is recovered by the Cardinals.
Recovered by Connor Coffey.
Ball spotted on the Lawrence 48-yard line, where the Cardinals have it. First and 10. Diesel Barnes on the carry for Lawrence. Evan Linko on the stop. Cardinals inside the territory at the Tiger 44-yard line. Pitches to Gabe Mitchell White. Coffey made the stop. So the Tigers lost 6 on the play. Ball spotted at midfield.
Welcome back to Lawrence Cardinals football, 107.7 The Bronx, 107.7thebronx.com. Alongside Mike Riccioni, I'm Rob Rose. And things got off to a hot start here. Princeton, the opening kickoff, attempted an onside kick, but it was recovered right around midfield by Lawrence. They've got the ball after 2 running attempts. It's third down, a fumbled, bobbled snap by Brendan Deckard. He dives on it. Just around the 45-yard line. That's going to bring up fourth down.
Second fumbled snap in a row after a good drive opener by Diesel Barnes going to the outside. And then after that, a couple fumbled snaps, and it's fourth and double sticks, and we're going to have to see a punt. And it's going to be Dion McLean this time.
He was definitely the most effective distance-wise punter last week, even battling through at least one lower body injury. He takes the snap, punts this one. It's a low kick. It bounces right around the 40, and it's going to come to a stop right around the Princeton 34-yard line.
I don't think that's the type of punt that Dion McLean wanted to get off. It looked very low and not very deep at all. In fact, it even took a roll forward. And pretty good field position for the Princeton Tigers as they head out on their first drive.
Yeah, so heading out, quarterback number 1, Judd Patrone. Ready to lead this Princeton offense. He's under center. Behind him, number 18, Everaldo Serville. They hand it off to Serville, and he rumbles ahead to the 35. Picks up about 2 on the carry.
Now, we were taking note of this guy in warm-ups. Serville, very big dude, very tall and big, and he can get through the holes and plow through for as many yards as possible. He got 3 on that right now.
Yeah, Princeton doesn't list the height and weights of their players on their rosters like most of the teams that we have covered so far, so don't have an exact height and weight for you, but definitely around 6'3", right around the size of Sherrard, maybe 230. The handoff goes to Serville again. This time he's bottled up, absolutely nowhere to go.
Gang tack got Serville behind the line right there. Gang tackled, led by Jacoby Sherrard. But, even Jacoby Sherrard at his size, he can't take down Serville alone. But luckily, the Cardinals' defense has been a strength, and gang tackling has been part of that strength.
Yeah, Serville listed as a wide receiver, defensive back. We saw him punting pregame. We weren't really sure where he was going to play. Now he's lined up in a two-down stance, freshman. This one, fake the handoff. Rolling out is Patron. He's going to throw this one to the 50. He was looking for number 88, Tyler Comis, but pass goes incomplete, and that'll bring up 4th down for Princeton.
Speaking about, the rosters that we got and how Servile's listed as a wide receiver, the quarterback, Judd Patron's also listed as a wide receiver, and that ball was a little underthrown, so we'll have to see about Judd Patron, how he's getting the work in as a quarterback, and how he's going to adjust moving from one position to the next.
Yeah, interesting. We saw him punting pregame, and he definitely had a decent leg on him, Serville. But now with their normal kicker, Kevin Linko, back to punt this one away, but we've got a flag on the play. Interesting, the mystery man, Everaldo Serville.
Yeah, and as far as Serville goes, we didn't know whether he was going to play wide receiver, running back, or he might even play the line. He's definitely big enough to play the line.
Yeah, he certainly looks like a red zone threat as a tight end. Was my thought process, thinking maybe that we'd see him playing tight end, but no, running back so far, didn't see that one coming, but the penalty on Princeton that backs them up 5 yards, and the punt now just gets it off, does Linko. It's going to bounce around the 50, roll across the 40, and roll all the way out to the Lawrence 36.
Good punt by Linko, considering you had Diesel Barnes and Cody Leitner coming and almost blocking that punt by themselves.
Yeah,
in fact,
pressure.
Cody Leitner had to put his hands up and be like, oh no, I'm not touching the kicker. Please don't get me for roughing the kicker.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10.
So, second drive for Lawrence. Good field position, but not as good as their last drive was. But the offense, after a solid run from Diesel Barnes, who's back in the backfield, also out there, the normal running back, number 10, Nazir Conway. In motion comes Gabe Mitchell-White. He's going to get the handoff coming around the right side. He gets the edge, crosses the 40, and he's tackled down at the 45 by a pair of Tigers.
A great job by Gabe Mitchell-White to see the hole. It looked like he was going to try to go all the way out to the right side, but he also cut back and found a hole greatly opened by Matthew Roman.
Tommy Tenslinger, 55, in there on the tackle. So solid pickup on first down. Something that hasn't been happening on every drive for Lawrence.
Yeah,
big
especially
issue,
as of late.
A big issue last week was getting into too many 3rd and longs and trying to run with Nazir Conway, but picking up about 7 on first down is a good way to go. Deckard under center. He hands it off to Conway, who came across. He goes around the left edge, but he's not going to make it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well,
tackled by the quarterback.
With the way that the play initially started, I thought that it would go for at least for a first down, if not definitely positive yards. But, the Tigers probably have watched a lot of film, and they know that they like to give the ball to Nazir Conway.
For sure. Last week, he definitely carried the load offensively. Diesel Barnes in the backfield. Mitchell White coming across. They fake it to the wide receiver White. The handoff to Barnes. He's got the first down. Crosses the 50, the 40, the 35, 25, 20, 10. Touchdown, Diesel Barnes. And Lawrence takes the lead. with 6:56 left in the first quarter.
And that is the first touchdown since Jacoby Sherrard ran it in week 1 against Hopewell Valley, and that's got to be a huge relief off of the shoulders of the Lawrence Cardinals offense, because they haven't scored in so long. And thanks to Diesel Barnes, they're up right by 6 right away.
Yeah, 58-yard touchdown for Diesel Barnes. A big play, which is something that has been absent from the offense, but Diesel Barnes gets in the backfield, solid carry on the first drive, and backs it up with a huge run on the second drive as we have a timeout here. An injured Princeton Tiger on the field, number 6, Dylan Angelucci, down around midfield. But big time run from Barnes and a touchdown.
Yeah, and something about Diesel Barnes on that play, just like Gabe Mitchell-White was able to cut back with the hole opened by Matthew Roman Jr., or Matthew Roman the Jr., Barnes was also able to cut back and find a hole that maybe wasn't designed on that play, but it worked.
So after the injury timeout, Hugo Rano will line up for the extra point. Try to make this a 7-0 game here in the first quarter. Lawrence Cardinals looking for their first win of the season, off to a good start here. 6-0 lead with 6:56 left in the first quarter. The snap, the hold, and Rowano dead center. He drills that one. It's 7-0 Lawrence.
Very good kick by Hugo Rano. Although, you usually consider extra points like these a chip shot. In high school, you just never know. Nothing's really a chip shot here in this league.
Certainly not, but a good start for Rowano and a great start for the offense and the Cardinals here on homecoming.
And now we go from place kicker to kickoff kicker, Ben Cohen, for his first kickoff of the night.
Cohen lines up with his team. A little high five with Mehdi Raza. And a little chat as they wait for the Tigers to get set to return the kick.
Diesel Barnes, the touchdown man, also out there as the number 2 guy to Cohen's right.
He got a nice breather at the injury time out there after the run, so he's ready to go. They need him out on defense. Serville back to return the kick with Stephen Hennessy. The kick's going to go out of bounds right around the 25-yard line.
Great awareness by Connor Coffey, number 74 out there. He was near the 30-yard line, and the ball did go to him, but he's near the sideline, and he's like, well, if I don't touch this ball's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to be even greater field position for my team.
Yeah, pretty likely that the penalty is going to get more return yards for you than the offensive lineman with the ball, so
yeah,
heads-up play by Coffey there.
Yeah.
This drive is going to start at the Princeton 35, I believe. The ball hasn't officially been spotted yet, but the officials getting together for a chat.
Yeah, at least it should start at a 35 on a penalty like that.
Tigers at their own 35-yard line.
So after big touchdown run by Lawrence, Princeton try and get their offense together here. Patron back under center. Hands it off to Stephen Hennessy. Gets around the right edge. Picks up about 3 before he's tackled by Sherrard.
Not a bad run right there. Go outside and nice 3-yard play. As far as 3 yards are concerned, if you average 3 yards a play, on 4th down, you're always going to get the first down. So if you average 3 yards, you're in pretty good company. At least in my book.
So under center, Patron. He's going to fake it to his fullback wide receiver, Serville, and hands off to Hennessy around the right edge again. Picks up on another 3 and goes out of bounds.
And good way to mix it up. This drive's featuring more of Stephen Hennessy, and then the last drive was featuring more of Everardo Serville.
Yeah, Serville more of a fullback and a short distance type runner, not really somebody that you could hand it off to a few times and expect to pick up a lot of yardage. But he definitely could do some damage on 3rd and short, which is what almost we have here. The play blown dead. Kareem Frost was in there to make a tackle for a loss, but Lawrence looking like they think the penalty's on them as Hennessy tries to throw the ball back to the official, trying to make the penalty call, and hits him with the ball, and then quickly apologizes.
And it ends up being against the Lawrence Cardinals, so what could have been a great play by Kareem Frost wiped out, and now it's a new set of downs for the Princeton Tigers.
Yeah, an automatic first down on that penalty, 5-yard penalty. On 3rd and 3. So first down for Princeton. Patron under center. He fakes it to Serville, throws it, and it's intercepted by Deion McLean. Crosses the 50 and brings it out to the 42-yard line before he's tackled. The pass intended for Jay Jackson, but picked off by McLean. The second straight game with interception.
And like I've said before, Judd Patron not listed as a quarterback here, so he might be under pressure. There was certainly a lot of pressure featuring Cody Leitner coming off the edge. He might not have seen Deion McLean standing there.
Yeah, just over halfway through this first quarter, 5:13 left. We've already had an onside kick, 58-yard touchdown, now an interception. And Lawrence takes over here at the Princeton 41. Barnes in the backfield, but the handoff goes to McLean on the end around. He gets the edge, crosses the 40, and runs over Stephen Hennessy as he goes out of bounds right around the 36.
I mean, that was a pretty big hit by Deion McLean on Stephen Hennessy, but Hennessy able to hold on and get McLean out of bounds, but that's kind of mute at this point because that was a 5-yard run by Deion McLean, who we're looking for him to get the ball a lot today.
It's been good so far. The play calling has definitely been different, not just straight runs up the middle with Conway as we've got plays stopped. We've seen some end arounds, a little bit of misdirection, handoffs to Diesel Barnes. Definitely some varying in the play calling, and it's been a positive as Lawrence is moving the ball pretty well. No flag on the play. Mitchell White comes in motion, takes the pitch around the left side. He's got Deion McLean out in front of him, lead blocking, picks up the first down. And it's tackled, thrown out of bounds just past the 30-yard line.
Gabe Mitchell White, good run there, but he just got tossed like a rag doll. Luckily, he got up on his own power, just normally, like every other play normally ends, but just short of the first down. And with this third down coming up, we'll see where they go, whether they are just going to be satisfied with the yard or whether they'll try to go for a touchdown again. Maybe go to outside, some misdirection. Who knows?
Yes, I thought he certainly got that first down there, but maybe that big hit at the end knocked him back. Deckard's going to keep it and run. He's crossed the 20, the 10, the 5, touchdown. Brendan Deckard, the quarterback sneak, finds its way into the end zone. It's 13-0 Lawrence with 4:07 left in the first quarter.
That play's not designed to get you a touchdown at that spot, but, I mean, you got a lot of room left. Got a lot of room in front of you. Go in for the score. And Lawrence, they've now scored twice as much as they did the whole season.
Yeah, looking to just pick up the first down on 3rd and short. And Deckard just keep on running until they stop you. Second time the Lawrence player's gone untouched into the end zone. Ruano lines up the extra point. This one is no good. Wide to the right.
So with 4:07 left in the first quarter.
A little bit low and to the right for that one for Ruano, but that's the only thing not going Lawrence's way so far. An interception. Recover the onside kick. Recover an attempted onside kick by Princeton, let me clarify, and 2 touchdowns, but big first quarter so far here for Lawrence.
Yeah, definitely, and they just need to keep it up right now as we're going to have Ben Cohen for his second kickoff. Which player will be the most valuable player of tonight's game? Listen for the Bronx MVP of the game immediately following the action during the LHS Cardinal postgame show.
Right now, who knows? 3 guys in the lead. We'll throw Deion McLean in there, a big interception that set up potentially set up that touchdown.
Along with the 2 touchdown men themselves, Diesel Barnes and Brandon Deckard.
We'll see the way this one goes. Cohen's kick, it's a short, just crosses the 50, and it's recovered by Princeton, trying to maybe catch them off guard there.
Yeah, I guess, but what didn't work is that the Lawrence Cardinals weren't quick off that ball. Very slow to the ball. Either that or Ben Cohen just kicked it too hard.
4:07 left here in the first quarter. It's 13-0 Lawrence. Touchdown runs by Brandon Deckard and Diesel Barnes. Princeton takes over here following an interception on their last drive. Handoff by Patron. This one handed off to Hennessy. He crosses the 50. Deion McLean holding on and helped out by Malik Southward as they tackle Hennessy at the 40-yard line. Nice run.
Nice run by Stephen Hennessy. Found a hole just inside. Looked like Jacoby Sherrard coming off that edge. Good contain, but he just couldn't get that, fill that hole just to the left of him. And a very big run by Stephen Hennessy sets up first down. And I believe this is the first time Princeton is in the Cardinal territory.
You are right, Mike. First drive ended in the punt. Second drive, the interception. A little bit of confusion in the backfield. Not sure if Patron was going to hand that off to Hennessy, but there's a flag on the play. And got encroachment on Cardinals.
Yeah, it seemed like they were a little close to that neutral zone there. A lot of the linebackers for the Lawrence Cardinals, especially the Mike linebackers, coming up towards the line and trying to scare Judd Patron and the offensive line as well, for that matter. It's an intimidating sight to see so many people at the line at once, figuring how you're going to block them all.
So I'll make it 1st and 5 from the Lawrence 36. Patron, and he's just able to get this handoff to Serville. He was leveled by Frost as he let that one go. It's Kareem Frost.
Yeah, Kareem Frost. Like Coach Jones, like Coach Jones said earlier, chomping at the bit, and you lay a hit on Everaldo Serville, sending the message up here that in the game situation, he's also doing it. He's been waiting for this opportunity for a long, long time.
So Patron under center with Hennessy and Serville in the backfield. Handoff goes to Serville. He's going to rumble ahead and carries a couple of Cardinals with him. And that's going to be a first down carry by Serville as he points in the direction of the officials to move the chains.
He knows that he got the first right there, piling through and gaining a lot more yards than what you might expect from a big guy like Serville.
If he picks up some steam, it's going to be tough to tackle him.
Yeah.
And a couple Cardinals hopped on, but he was carrying them along here. Patron rolling to his right, looking to throw, pressured by Barnes and Frost. This one goes incomplete. Frost has been all in the backfield this entire first quarter. It's really been great to see him looking to make an impact with his brother unable to play this week, but he's been off to a hot start.
I don't want to say it's too soon, but if the game keeps on going the way that it has, who knows? Maybe we'll see Kareem and Corey Frost together at linebacker.
Yeah, Corey's been great this year. He's had a great year defensively. Big part of this defense, as we talked about in the pregame. But Frost, as Coach Jones said, he's been looking to make an impact on the team, and he's getting his opportunity in doing so here tonight. Second down, Patron rolls out, tries to throw to Hennessy, but that's completely covered by Diesel Barnes. Bring us up 3rd and 10.
Great awareness by Diesel Barnes. It looks like his initial assignment was to contain Judd Patron, but then he saw Judd Patron throwing, and he saw that it was going to be a Stephen Hennessy, and he just went there, broke it up. I thought he might have intercepted that for a moment, and that would have been completely unreal if he would have pulled that off.
Yeah, after the 58-yard rushing touchdown for Barnes, who knows what he could have done with that one, but Patron still trying to find his footing here in this game under center. He's 3rd and 10. He's got Serville in the backfield. Under center. Takes the snap. He bumps into Serville. Looks to throw. Really nobody over there. And the only person close was Evan Angelucci. But that brings up 4th down. 4th and 10.
A lot of pressure, especially with Jacoby Sherrar and Cody Leitner coming off the edge. Both of them could have got the sack on that one.
Yeah, seems like there's a little bit of miscommunication between Patron and he's bumped into Serville a couple times in the backfield. Maybe them not lined up exactly or not knowing where each should be, with both of them listed as wide receivers and neither of them playing that position today. Maybe haven't found their rhythm offensively so far today, but 4th and 10, and they're lined up like they're going to go for it. Serville in the backfield, Patron under center. 3 wide receivers, 2 to the right. Patron rolling, Cody Leitner on the pressure and got him. Cody Leitner with the sack on 4th down and a turnover on downs for Lawrence.
Cody Leitner just waltzed right in there. He wasn't even touched before he got to Judd Patron. Definitely something must have been miscommunicated, because I don't know how you're able to miss Cody Leitner with his presence today on the edge.
Yeah, big time play, pass rush, as you said, like all over Patron on that drive. And 4th and 10, they know they're looking to throw it. They bring the rush, and Cody Leitner gets there. And Lawrence will take over at the 35. Some more great field position for them to start as they look to build on to this 13-0 lead here. 1:40 left in the first quarter. Deckard under center. Mitchell White goes in motion to the left side. Now McLean coming around. He gets the pitch from Deckard around the edge, and he's tackled just as he crosses the line of scrimmage. On 36.
And I thought that Deion McLean was going to get that edge and hit the hole running, going to the outside after a great block by Jake Bennett in the backfield. But as soon as he got to the line, he was met by a couple of Tigers.
1:10 and counting here, homecoming night. Lawrence Cardinals and Princeton Tigers, packed house. Deckard hands it off to Barnes. He's going to pick up 4, where he's tackled. Douglas Avis.
Good job by Diesel Barnes to not only get positive yards, but as soon as he had his first contact, he plowed through for a couple more. And now it's a 3rd and 5. Sort of manageable, a bit long. Maybe you would have wanted a yard or 2 or maybe 3 shorter, but it's definitely doable the way that this offense has been running.
See if Deckard throws the ball here on this one. He's going to hand this one off. Diesel Barnes again gets the carry. Crosses the 45. We'll see where they spot it. If it's going to be close to a first down, depend on the spot. Looks like they're moving the chains, and it's a first down for Diesel Barnes and the Lawrence offense. 19 seconds left here in the first quarter, so that could be our last play here as they wind the clock. Yes. And the players heading to the sideline, that will be the last play of the first quarter. And the Cardinals will take a 13-0 lead into the second quarter. Come back. We'll have the second quarter at the Lawrence Cardinals on top of the Princeton Tigers, 13-0. You're listening to Lawrence Cardinals football, 107.7 The Bronx, 107.7thebronx.com.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
Lawrence.
What's my name? What's my name? Say it louder. No one's gonna stop us till the world will be ours. What's my name? What's my name? Say it
Let's hear it for your 2018 Lawrence Cardinals cheerleaders. First and 10 for the Cardinals from their own 46-yard line.
Let's go.
Pitch to Gabe Mitchell-White. Tommy Tenglinger on the stop. Ball spotted just inside Princeton territory.
Welcome back to Lawrence Cardinals football, 107.7 The Bronx, 107.7thebronx.com. Second quarter just underway. Deion McLean got a pitch and picked up 5 yards on first down. Second down, and the handoff goes back to McLean coming around the left edge. He's going to cross. He's going to get right up to the 45-yard line. Just shy of a first down, brings up third and short.
Matthew Roman, off that play, as he got up, had it arms wide, thinking a penalty. I didn't quite exactly see what happened to Matthew Roman on that play, but definitely up in arms about something.
So it's 3rd and 2 from the 46, the Princeton 46. Deckard barking out orders. He's under center. Diesel Barnes in the backfield. The snap fumbled by Deckard. He picks it up. Now he's running. Crosses the 30, the 25, 20, 10, and he's tackled down at the 5. From fumbled snap to first and goal. Brendan Deckard with another big run.
One quarterback tackles another, which is something you don't usually hear often in the higher levels, but in this league, people go both ways. But even better, great job by Brandon Deckard, although you still got to get the center to quarterback snap relationship to go, because this has been the 3rd fumbled snap. Still, good job by him to turn something into nothing.
Yeah, nice. Freshman quarterback stays under control, fumbles that snap. He's able to pick it up and not only just pick the ball up, but have the headiness to pick it up and make something of it. Almost found himself his 2nd rushing touchdown. Under center, he hands this one off to Barnes, looks for the right side. He's got nowhere to go. Serval in there on the tackle. And going to be no gain on that one for Diesel Barnes, bring up 2nd and goal.
And as far as Serval goes, he's going to be a presence on the defense as well, and he's able to stuff the Cardinals right there. We'll see if he can do that for another 3 downs.
Certainly built more like a defensive lineman than a running back, but the handoff goes to McLean coming around the left side. He makes a move, gets across the 5 before it's actually Gabe Mitchell-White, and goes out of bounds. Number 2 and number 3, sometimes they look a little bit alike. And Mitchell-White comes up a little bit gimpy on that one, runs to the sideline.
They definitely play alike. Very good skill sets, both Deion McLean and Gabe Mitchell-White.
And that's someone we talked about during the pregame. Number 5, Brian Hickson, going to come in all decked out in the pink gear. He comes in, checks in for Mitchell-White, lines up in the slot to the left along with Jake Bennett. Deckard under center, Diesel Barnes in the backfield. The handoff goes to Barnes. He's looking for the right side, tries to cut back. He'll get to the 3, and he's tackled. It's going to bring up 4th and goal.
Now we'll see here if they're going to go for it, but it looks like they're going to bring out the field goal unit for Hugo Rano, his 3rd place kick of the day, his 1st field goal attempt. And we'll see how it goes this time around.
Yeah, missed his last extra point after a perfect attempt his first time. With a 13-0 lead, Coach Jones wants to tackle on the points here. They've really been in control of this game, so not willing to give up some points right here. Rano, the snap, a hold, and straight through the uprights. Beautiful kick by Rano, and With 8:01 left in the first half, 16-0 lead for Lawrence over Princeton.
Field goal for one.
This looks like a completely different team out there, with the offense doing well, the defense as it's always been, especially because it looks like Kareem Frost, completely identical of Corey Frost. He's been getting in there, disrupting plays as well. Very good showing by the Lawrence Cardinals so far in this first half. It'd be very good if they could keep it up.
Yeah, a big factor could be the fact that the offense has been so effective, and it really helps the defense out when they don't have to spend, majority of the quarter out on the field, a little bit of a break on the sideline, and an offense establishing, getting them some points, and changing the way that Princeton has to play. Really makes the whole team roll, and they look great right now. 16-0 here, 8:01 left. Cohen is going to kick it short again. This one is fielded at the 41. Princeton 41.
Something that really got my eye on there, usually there's 4 levels. Princeton is having 3 levels out on the kick return, having 3 back. And right now, after that onside kick attempt, which both teams seem to favor, one coach is pulling Ben Cohen off, trying to give him some helpful tips, or maybe tell him, the kicks are slacking.
Yeah, they're obviously telling him to kick the ball short, but it's not an onside kick attempt because nobody's rushing towards the ball. He's not trying to hide it. As Patron gets the snap, hands it off to Hennessy around the right side. Nice tackle there by Brian Hickson and Mark Bakamfusa.
And Jacoby Sherrard would have been there as well if somehow, some way, Steve Hennessy would be breaking free of those 2.
A loss on the play. 2nd and long for Princeton as they look to try and establish some offense. Their best chance at scoring came on the last drive before the 4th down sack by Cody Leitner. They were approaching field goal range. Under center, Patron. It's fumbled, picked up by Diesel Barnes at the 30. Across the 10, 5, touchdown. Lawrence. Diesel Barnes with a touchdown on both sides of the ball today. And Lawrence extends its lead. 22-0 with 7:08 left in the first half.
I just saw a lineman drop a flag on the field. I wonder if they're going to get together, not only discuss the flag, but also maybe Judd Patron might be down at a point.
Looks like they're going to pick up the flag and line up the extra point here.
Who knows? Maybe he just dropped it and he was like, whoops.
Yeah. So, big time. First half here on homecoming for Lawrence. At a defensive touchdown, Diesel Barnes with a 58-yard rushing touchdown to open the scoring, and then he adds a 25-yard fumble recovery for scoop and score. Hugo Rorano out for the extra point. Snap is high, able to get it down, and Rorano able to sneak that one through the uprights, and that'll make it 23-0 here. 7:08 left in the second quarter. Lawrence up big on Princeton.
Yeah, and everyone's got to be loving it here. To the stands that are nearly at full capacity at this point. A lot of the people are out along the fence near the Cardinal bench. Student section's packed. Everyone's feeling it right now. It's been an incredible first half for the Lawrence Cardinals.
And Rowano is going to come out to take over the kicking or kickoff duties, I should say. Handles the kicking duties on extra points and field goals. He is lined up at the 40, but he backs up to the 35.
Wow, so a change at the kickoff kicker. I wonder if that coach was pulling him aside saying, and I'm talking about Ben Cohen in this case, be like, we're going to pull you out.
Orano's kicked this one deep. It's fielded by Evan Angelucci around the 25. Makes a man miss, crosses the 35, and he's tackled around the 37-yard line.
Not a bad return there by Angelucci, and kind of near the same spot where it was when Ben Cohen was kicking it way short.
So see if the Princeton offense can get anything going. An interception, a turnover on downs on a 4th down sack, and a fumble recovery for a touchdown on their last 3 drives, a punt before that. Really nothing going their way on offense so far in this one.
Now, something that we haven't seen because the offense hasn't scored in forever, the cheerleaders are doing the push-ups every time they score. They must be really tired at this point because they haven't done push-ups since week 1. As there's some sort of...
Oh, we need a football.
Yeah, that'd be very...
Oh, and the referee drops it.
Huh. Picked up by...
Everybody's ready, but
Fuso.
there's no football to snap.
Gonna need that to play.
Yeah. So, we've got a football. Both teams are ready to go. Patron under center. Blitz showing. Frost comes flying through. We've got a penalty that's going to stop this one before it gets started. And encroachment is going to be the call on Lawrence.
As far as... So there's encroachment on Lawrence that's going to make it a 1st and 5. Or did they pick it up because the ball's at the same spot? The penalty has been announced, but the ball's still at the same spot.
He's going to walk off 5 for the encroachment.
The chain gang confused us, as sometimes it does. Give it some time. The chain gang mostly volunteers, not the professionals like you see on Saturdays and Sundays on TV.
7 minutes left in the second quarter. 23-0 the score in favor of the Cardinals. Patron under center, takes the snap, pitches it outside for Hennessy. He's able to pick it up and gain about 2 on the carry around the left side.
Great job by the Tigers offensive line to seal that edge.
Diesel Barnes in there on the tackle. He's really been everywhere today.
Yeah, Diesel Barnes. Not only is he getting the carries up the middle and fighting for yardage, but he's also in there trying to prevent yardage and, turn defense into offense, as he did on the last offensive drive.
Patron back under center with Serville and Hennessy in the backfield with him. He's going to roll out to his right side, pressured and sacked by Dawson Aim at the 35. He came flying in, and as Patron was looking to throw, he couldn't get that one off.
Barely touched his Dawson Aim by that offensive line, and as we praised them the last play, this play, now you got to block all the plays.
Yeah, issues up front for Princeton. Nice, maybe a kind way of putting it. There's been Cardinals defenders in the backfield on almost every play. And that's a big loss there as it sets up 3rd and 10. We're back to where we started before the penalty. Patron under center, hands this one off to Serville. He spins off the first defender, but he's only going to get 2 before he's wrapped up. And that'll bring up 4th down.
So 4th down there, another 3rd and out. The Princeton offense not getting at what they thought it would be, gaining the momentum with the win last week. Not working out so far here in half number 1 in week number 5. And now they'll resort to a punt.
Mitchell White recovered from whatever lower body injury he suffered a little earlier in the half. He's back to return this punt. Punt comes from Kevin Linko. It's going to bounce around the 37. Lawrence before it goes out of bounds.
One of the Princeton coaches was down their sideline picking it up after it went out of bounds. And it was a good punt, but very good field position for the Cardinals at their own 38. We'll see if they're going to take this one in for a score as well. It's 4:33. No teams have used timeouts, so plenty of time to add a score or two before the half if you're the Cardinals. And, I mean, they've added a lot of scores so far, but keep on piling it on. Take out the aggression.
They've done it by exclusively running the ball. So 4.5 minutes, the way they've been breaking off these big-time carries as Deckard takes the snap, looking to throw. Now he's going to runs over a couple of Princeton Tigers, and he's finally tackled at the 45. Another broken play, and Deckard with his heads-up play to pick up 5 yards.
Yeah, and we thought that he was going to get circled around and wrapped up behind the line, and I think Deckard just went over to the offensive coordinator and say that, you know, the protection kind of broke down there, but Brendan Deckard, you know, he's getting more comfortable each week, and we've seen him make some great plays, turn something from a disaster.
Deckard lines up under center. Barnes in the backfield. McLean coming around in motion, gets the pitch around the left side. He's looking for the edge, cuts back inside, and he is tackled. Nowhere to go on that one.
Matthew Roman trying to get out and block as many defenders as they were going there. Kind of abandoned his assignment towards the end. Let a rusher get to him, although he was originally engaged with him. Not a good run right there for the Cardinals, and now what would have been a third and manageable if they got something, or at least back towards the line, now turns into a 3rd and long, and we'll see. Maybe we'll have our first pass here. There hasn't been a pass by the freshman quarterback.
Yeah, 3rd and 8. See what they elect to go with here. 3 minutes and counting. The pitch goes to McLean. He was looking for a halfback pass. He had Jake Bennett crossing the 50, but the play's blown dead. We've got a false start on Lawrence, and they went with a little trickery on that one, but they jumped early and maybe killed a big play.
Yeah, absolutely, and now you're back. It's 3rd and double sticks. It makes it even more insurmountable if you're the offense. And they haven't faced much adversity up until this point, but we'll see if they can at least respond with something and assure the team and assure the fans here that, you know, we'll be back at it next drive.
Deckard lines up in the shotgun. Barnes to his right, 3 receivers. Bennett to the far right. Mitchell White in the slot to the left. And McLean outlet. So Deckard looking maybe a designed run there. QB draw. He tried to take off, but absolutely nowhere to go.
Number 74,
Connor Coffey with the sack.
Absolutely tossed like a rag doll is Brandon Deckard by Connor Coffey. I'll tell you, Princeton not off to the greatest of starts there, but Connor Coffey has been everywhere in his own right as well. Not making as much as an impact as people like Deckard and people like Kareem Frost and Diesel Barnes have been, but Coffey is doing pretty well for himself.
Well, Lawrence will take a timeout here with 1:44 left in the second quarter, up 23-0.
Don't miss a second of Lawrence High School football on the Bronx. Plug into the action via your mobile device. Download the Bronx free Android and iOS apps. Search WRRC in Google Play and Apple iTunes to listen to every play on your smartphone, iPad, or tablet. Our next game, October 13th, a Saturday.
Yes, some Saturday football at Steiner.
At 11 a.m. Quite a bit of an early start, but still a bit of a change of pace for us. You know, usually we have our Fridays, you know, in a routine right now because they've played on pretty much every single Friday.
Just want to let the fans know it's 1 o'clock at Steiner.
Oh.
The 11 o'clock game is going to be on the 26th.
All right, I got my dates mixed up.
Our other Saturday game.
All right.
Is a Saturday. It does have a 1 in the number as McLean gets the punt. Gets this one. Fair catch shown by Hennessy, and he'll take this one at the 34. Nice punt by McLean.
And great punt return coverage, making sure Stephen Hennessy had no room to get any sort of return, and he was intimidated. It was like, fair catch, please don't hurt me.
So Hennessy fields this punt at 34. And 1:37 left here in the first half for Princeton to try and muster some offense. Really have had gotten nothing going so far. Closest they came
have
was.
They had a first down? I don't think they have.
They did
All
cross the 50 on the one drive where that ended in the.
That's right.
Sack on 4th down by Cody Leitner, but other than that was that first down, probably the lone highlight of the first half. As he's got a flag on the play. Lawrence pointing towards the Tigers and Princeton pointing towards the Cardinals. Both sides think the other jumped. The officials are going to come together and decide.
Looks like it's going to be against the Princeton Tigers because the linesman went over to the
official trying to clear, and he's calling encroachment on Lawrence. So really one of the only things to nitpick with Lawrence here has been encroachment on the defense. Is almost that one every drive.
Yeah, they're a bit jumpy tonight, I gotta say.
They've been in the backfield a lot, so you can't fault them. They've made some big-time plays, but they've been jumping a little early, a little bit aggressive, trying to pick up a couple more sacks. But if they keep playing the way they are and forcing turnovers, I think Coach Jones will live with the encroachment, although he would like there to be no penalties.
I think that might be punished.
The handoff goes to Serville, and he absolutely runs over a Cardinals defender as he picks up a first down. And bruising running back, defensive lineman, wide receiver, punter, Everaldo Serville, a freshman, continues to find himself in the middle of plays. Still not sure exactly how they want to use him, but they definitely want him out there.
Yeah.
So Patron under center. Lawrence showing blitz. The handoff goes to Hennessy, and in there almost immediately is Dawson Aim with a tackle for a loss.
Did he even get touched in there? I mean, as soon as the ball was snapped, Dawson Aim making sure it goes through that time, considering they've got a few encroachment penalties, just lighting up. Just lighting up Hennessy.
Timeout called by Princeton here with 55 seconds left in the first half as they are now at the 43, at their own 43-yard line as they try and get some points out of this first half.
Well, like I say, why not take a timeout? It's not like you're going to start the first half with any more timeouts. It's still going to be the same 3 timeouts. So it's not like the Tigers are going to get 4 timeouts, and it's not like the Lawrence Cardinals, who haven't taken a timeout yet, it's not like they're going to have 6.
Yeah, I think at this point Lawrence is perfectly fine with going to the half the way it is. They've dominated this first half from almost start to finish, and they'll look for another stop here. Try and head to the half with the 23-0 lead they have here with 55 seconds left. Princeton's offense back out on the field. Patron under center, he drops back, and it's intercepted, picked off, and crossing the 20, the 10, 5, touchdown. Mark Buckenfuso, the pick 6 right before the half. Patron just trying to check it down, but Buckenfuso with the interception and return. Second defensive touchdown for Lawrence as they lead 29-0.
And unfortunately, that might be wiped out because there's a few flags out on the field. And I was just about to say that, oh, what a touchdown by the big man, Mark Buckenfuso, and he might remember this for the rest of his life, but a couple of flags down on the field. We'll have to see what happened. I bet The big man might need a hug after that.
We might need one of those oxygen masks after that run as well.
Hug and an oxygen mask. Give that to Mark Bacafuso.
We'll see what the decision is here. All of the officials on the field talking to Coach Nathan Jones.
Looks like it will go against Princeton as well,
Yeah.
considering the officials talking to Coach Jones.
Pointing towards the Princeton side, and looked like he made a decline symbol, but we'll get the official.
I mean, he should decline it.
Well,
Got a touchdown out of it.
Coach Jones pushing the Cardinals back to the sideline as they continue their celebration that spills out near the 30-yard line. Still haven't gotten an official call from the officials on whether this is a touchdown or not.
Yeah, we're waiting. Now the head official has went to the Princeton sideline, so now we don't know what's happening here.
Maybe just an explanation for the Tigers coaches. And looked like the official was about to stop and make his call. The suspense. It's killing me, Mike.
It's killing me too. I bet it's killing everyone here at the home of the Cardinals.
Here we go. Penalties. Touchdown. Okay, we've got
All right.
Okay.
To both teams.
Penalties assessed to both teams on the play, but we
And it's a touchdown for the Cardinals.
get a touchdown signal. So we didn't get a full explanation of what the penalties were, but penalty on both sides, but it results in a touchdown standing. Pick six and the second defensive touchdown of the half for Lawrence and Mark Bacafuso as Hugo Rano will come out and try and make this one 30-0 at the half.
Mark Bacafuso is going to remember that moment for the rest of his life. He's going to share it with his kids, his grandkids.
Rano through the uprights. 47 seconds left in the first half. 30-0 the score. Lawrence Cardinals on top of the Princeton Tigers here.
It's the Cardinals 30.
Are these the Lawrence Cardinals? They're playing pretty well right now, playing out of their mind.
They are that exactly that, Mike. Looking for that first win of the season here on homecoming, and they are halfway there, up 30-0, 47 seconds left in the first half.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
So, second straight kickoff for Rano, and Serville comes out, and he'll be the deep man on this kick return. He's got a flag before the return. Rano with his head in his hands. Flag's going to go against Lawrence. And like I said, we're going to nitpick at this first half. There's been a lot of penalties for Lawrence.
Yeah, a lot of false.
Some offsides. Really
offsides.
On both sides of the ball. But got to have something as a coach to yell at your players about or discuss with your players in the locker room.
You can always improve. And, that's something that's going to be said in the locker room. I bet Coach Jones, he'll probably be like, yeah, we're doing good, but you got to lay off the encroachment penalties, guys.
And on the kickoff. As Rano lines up, kicks this one. Fielded by Hennessy at the 30. Crosses the 40. Out to the 45 before Steve Denard makes the tackle.
Steve Denard on the stop for the Cardinals.
Take over at the 45. We'll see it with 41 seconds left, and after an interception on what looked like just a check down, interception return for a touchdown on what looked like just a check down pass. We'll see if Patron and Princeton offense try and do anything with this drive.
They only have one timeout left in this half, and they are in somewhat good field position. Look for them to go towards the outside a lot, but I think the Lawrence Cardinals are already on top of that, given the way their defense has played as well, like they have had all season.
So taking over from the 46 with 41 seconds left. Patron under center. And he's going to roll out to his right. Diesel Barnes right in his face, and Patron will just fire this one into the dirt. Nobody. The referee pointing that number 3, Jay Jackson, was in the area, but that pass was certainly not intended for him.
Oh, definitely not. And even if it was not the greatest pass I've ever seen. I'll just leave it at that.
2nd and 10. And Patron and the Princeton offense in general, but especially the passing game, has really not been able to get anything going. Pressure from the Cardinals, who show blitz here on 2nd down, has been a big part of that. The handoff goes to Hennessy around the left side. He crosses the 50, spins through a tackle. Dawson Aim and Sherrard in there as they tackle Hennessy just as he approaches the first down marker. We'll see, and they will give him the first down.
Oh, they will give. So this is the 2nd first down made by the Princeton Tigers.
And
here in
second
the
time they've
whole
crossed
half.
midfield.
And Princeton takes their final timeout here.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
Love broadcasting Lawrence Cardinals football for the Bronx. Very happy to be here.
The Bronx and the Lawrence Cardinals, they gave me the closest thing that I could get to going back to high school football. Definitely missed it, and the atmosphere here at the home of the Cardinals is bringing me back to the days.
Especially tonight, 30-0, packed house, homecoming, exactly what the Cardinals looking for as they are off to an 0-4 start to the season, but looking to pick up their first win here tonight. First down from the Lawrence 44. Patron under center, but we got another flag on the play.
I think this one's got to be encroachment.
Encroachment on Lawrence. Not really sure.
It's
who got that one? Really starting to pile up the offsides penalties for Lawrence in this one. As this moves the ball up to the 39. Patron under center. Hennessy in the backfield along with Serville. Patron rolling out, chased by Barnes and Aim, and he's wrapped up. Dawson Aim's going to get him at the 44. Another sack for Dawson Aim and the Cardinals defense.
Dawson Aim out on the other side of the field must really want Judd Patron. He's running, coming all the way out to get that sack, and now we're about to the original set of the original spot of the downs. This is going to be a 2nd and 9, I believe, with 17 seconds left to go. As this minute has definitely been one of the longest minutes we've ever broadcasted. With the touchdowns, the timeouts, penalties, you name it.
A couple minutes for the officials to decide whether it was a touchdown, or if the penalty's offset, or if they. I thought I only saw them call 2 penalties, but we'll have to.
It's a touchdown,
yeah,
so
we'll take it. We didn't want that one coming off the board for sure. Mark Buckenfuso gets the pick 6 to go with Diesel Barnes' scoop and score, as well as a pair of rushing touchdowns for one for Deckard and Diesel Barnes. The first touchdown of the game, a 58-yard carry. Patron under center, Serville in the backfield. He's rolling, and Sherrard pressured and sacked at the 47 of Princeton. Sherrard gets in on the fun with his first sack, and that may be the final play of the first half as we tick down here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And Lawrence will head to halftime, leading this one 30-0. The defense, offense, special teams dominating all phases of the game.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
Welcome to the 2018 Lawrence High School Homecoming festivities. We hope everyone is enjoying the game and festivities. At this time, we would like to acknowledge our superintendent, Dr. Ross Kagan, our administration principal, Mr. Dave Adams, assistant principals, Mr. Cliff Williams, Mrs. Allison Fisher, Mr. Faye Lopez. And now, we would like to introduce the 2018 homecoming court. Couple number one, Anuna Pollock and Jonathan Molinares. Anuna is a varsity swimmer and involved with DECA, Student Government Save, Deloitte Academy, and the National Honor Society. She plans to pursue a career in international business. Anuna would like to give a shout out to her amazing teammates and club members as well as her friends and family for always hyping her up. She would also like to thank Johnny Mole for being her partner in crime since kindergarten. Jonathan Molinares has been playing guitar for 6 years and currently does IA and plans to do track this year. He plans to pursue a career in computers after graduation. In his free time, he plays Xbox with the boys and cooks Medi Raza in Madden. Big shout out to Larry the Cardinal and most importantly, his family. Couple number two, Aslam Nazer and Juan Ordonez. Aslam spends most of her time bonding with her baby sister. After high school, she will work and attend college to become a registered nurse. Aslam wishes the court good luck. Juan was raised in Guatemala and came to the States when he was 8. He has played both varsity soccer and varsity lacrosse. Juan attends the vocational technical school and studied auto collision. He works in an auto body shop and loves working on cars. Juan is very excited to be on homecoming court. Couple number three, Isabella Musk and Gabrielle Gutierrez. Isabella is a member of the varsity swim team, operations trial, peer leadership, and senior class secretary. She would like to thank Dave for walking with her and putting up with her since kindergarten. She would also like to give a shout out to her friends and family for always supporting her. Gabe the Babe Gutierrez is always ready to go that extra mile. When he's not busy studying for physics or spinning laps, he tends to draw cartoons or dream about moving to Milan to take over the fashion industry. He loves his family more than anything and plans to give back to his parents once he becomes successful and famous in the very near future. Couple number four, Megan Kiernan and Tristan Kerbisley. Megan has been on the varsity softball team since freshman year. She would like to thank her teammates and her family for always being there for her. She plans on attending the University of Maryland in the fall to study criminal justice and psychology. Megan wants to thank Tristan for being a great partner. Tristan spends a lot of time playing his trumpet in the marching band, wind ensemble, and pit orchestra. He also swims on the varsity swim team and acts with the LHS Theater Company. He hopes to study music production in college and would like to thank his parents and sister for always supporting him in his crazy life. Couple number five, Samara McKnight and Neil Chopra. Sammy Tammy, as she is known to her family and friends, is very political. She is into art house cinema and likes esoteric forms of art. She wishes the court good luck and hopes everyone is safe. Neil is an involved student, huge NAV fan, and loves being with his family and friends. Neil enjoys many activities and is a dog owner and lifeguard. Neil wants to be a doctor in the future and give back to the community. Couple number 6, Maura Canavan and Mehdi Raza. Maura is honored to be part of the homecoming court and would like to thank her escort, Mehdi, for never hitting her car in the parking lot. Maura has loved her time on the cheer team and is a member of the Operation Smile Club. She looks forward to attending college and would like to thank her family, friends, and teammates. Mehdi is captain of the LHS football team. In his free time, he likes to have fun, work out, and give people gas in Madden. He would like to thank his escort, Maura, for walking with him. A big shout out to his family and friends who have supported him nonstop through his high school career. Couple number 7, Kayla Jackson and Dawson Amy. Kayla is a varsity cheerleader and varsity pro for the track and field team. She plans to cheer at HBCU College. In her free time, she likes hanging out with Dawson Amy and doing hair. If you need your hair done, hit her up. Dawson is captain of the LHS varsity football team and a beast on the field. He enjoys sports and plans on attending college in the fall. Couple number 8, Catherine DeLeon and Corey Frost. Corey is unable to be present, but Catherine is being escorted by one other, Larry the Cardinal. Catherine has played soccer for the past 2 years and is part of Students Helping Honduras. She plans to visit Honduras this summer. After high school, she plans to become a psychologist. Corey has played football for all 4 years of his high school. He does cheerleading and track and is a member of DECA, Deloitte Business Academy, and student leadership. After high school, he plans to continue to cheer and to major in psychology. And there you have it, the homecoming court of 2018. And now it gives me great pleasure to announce the new Lawrence High School King and Queen. Every senior in Lawrence High School had the opportunity to vote for one king and queen. Voting is computerized and the results remain secret until this moment. Mr. Adams, Mr. Williams, Mrs. Lopez, and Ms. Fisher will be crowning the new king and queen. The 2018 homecoming king is Gabe Gutierrez. And the 2018 homecoming queen is Maura Canavan. And a big congratulations to the entire court. And now I would like to announce the winning ticket. If you played the 50-50, that number is 602-435. Again, the winning ticket number is 602-435. And if that is your number, please go to the limbo table.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the field. The Lawrence Township School District is proud to present the 2018-19 Lawrence High School Marching Band. This year's show is entitled Red Riding Hood. Original music by Frank Sullivan. Drill design by Rob Pacini. Staff includes Caitlin Cloud, Andrea Meyer, and Allison Polsky. The director of instrumental music at Lawrence High School is Michael Drobish.
Michael Machado!
Now under the field direction of senior drum majors Johnny Bryant and Andrew Sam. Please join us as we go over the river and through the woods. Drum major Johnny Bryant, is the band ready? And now tonight's presentation of Red Riding Hood.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTBS TV.
See how the second half goes. We're about to get underway. Hugo Arana lining up. The opening kick of our second half, 30 for Lawrence, 0 for the visiting Princeton Tigers. Back to return. This one is Hennessy and Severill, but it goes short and it's picked up by Jay Jackson at the 35. He cuts across field, cuts up past the 45-yard line before he's finally tackled by Jake Bennett and Mehdi Raza.
Who knows? They might need to go with a bit of a shorter kick. You know, Hugo Arana getting more leg on the kick, but a big return there gets them to where they've usually started out from.
Yeah, Princeton's been able to cross midfield twice, but it's really, once they've got into 3rd and long and had to resort to the passing game, there's really been no chance, as quarterback Judge Patron has just been sacked almost immediately once he drops back to throw. He'll line up under center with Hennessy and Severill in the backfield. Takes the snap, hands off to Hennessy, goes to the left side, but absolutely nowhere to go. He's bobbled up, Malik southward, and Shakuri Sherrard in there for the tackle, no gain on the play.
And that's a very great start to the second half. Keep on doing what they've been doing all season long. And now no gain there for the Tigers. We'll see if they cross the 50. They only need 3 yards, but it's been hard for Princeton.
Yeah, they haven't gotten a lot of running lanes to attack, and Serville has really been he's probably been their most effective runner, and he's really not somebody that can pick up chunk plays. As the handoff goes to Severill, but his legs are cut out from underneath him, immediately tackled. Dawson Aim in there on the tackle. Sherrard there as well on the lower half, taking out the legs of Severill.
Yeah. And before I said that it was really hard for Princeton to move the ball, they just got knocked down a yard, so now they're 4 yards away from the other side of the 50. A place where they've only crossed twice this whole game.
That'll be 3rd and 11 from the Princeton 46. Patron goes under center. Serville in the backfield, blitz show from Lawrence. They'll throw it out. It's up at the 50 to Hennessy, but dropped by the running back. Not a bad throw there from Patron, probably his best throw of the day, but Hennessy couldn't pull it in.
Yeah, I think it was just a little bit too high for Hennessy. It looked like had to reach with all his might and just couldn't come up with it. He did have a good hand on it, but unfortunately the hands weren't enough on that play.
Back to punt this one off is Kevin Linko. Gabe Mitchell-White set to return this one. See if he's able to make a big play in the return game. Linko's punt. And it bounces at the 34. Mitchell-White fields it with his back to the field. He's able to slip out of a tackle from Connor Coffey, cross the 25 and run out of bounds right around the 30-yard line. Pretty decent return for Mitchell-White after it looked like it could have been a big-time problem.
Yeah, and I was about to say that Gabe Mitchell-White not making the best decision. I thought he should have just let it go, but, you know, Gabe Mitchell-White knows what he's capable of, and he knows that, and considering he's only a freshman, he's going to be one of the cornerstones for the Lawrence Cardinals football for the next 3.5 years. It made a pretty good play right there.
Definitely showed his ability to make guys miss. Looked like that could have been a big-time loss, and was able to make something out of nothing. In motion with Deckard under center. He hands off to McLean, absolutely nowhere to go, or Mitchell-White rather, and he's tackled for a loss of 2 on the play.
And the offensive line just breaking down right there. But they have been pretty good right now, up until this point. But just a little blink in communication or in assignments there. But you're not really worried right now. see what they do on 2nd and 11.
Deckard lines up under center. In motion goes Mehdi Raza. Following him, Gabe Mitchell-White. The pitch goes to Diesel Barnes, or hits the edge, crosses the 30, and he rumbles ahead. Tackled at the 35.
Great run by Diesel Barnes and great vision for him to see a lane that he can just shoot through and keep moving them chains and keep the offense having the ball and not making the defense on the field all the time.
Yeah, another first down, something that really escaped the Cardinals' offense through the first 4 games, but tonight varying up their run calls as McLean comes around, gets the handoff, looking for the left edge, but he cuts it up the middle, crosses the 50, makes 2-man miss with a juke move to the 40, 30, 20, 5, 10, and he's tackled inside the 5-yard line. What a run by Dion McLean, taking on the entire Princeton defense.
Yeah, absolutely, and unfortunately, just at the very end, it was Giancarlo Guidi making the stop, just robbing Dion McLean of his first touchdown of the season.
Yeah, a big-time run. I mean, he was running for the left side, ended up cutting back to the middle, and then makes it all the way down the right sideline. Going to take over here from the 5. First and goal. Mitchell-White coming in motion, gets the pitch, looking for the left edge. Barnes there, and he's tripped up. The Princeton defender saying that the ball came out and that they recovered it. Still waiting for an official signal from, and it looks like Lawrence will retain the ball.
That's very good news because it would have been just so depressing. You get to that spot inside the 10 and to not only lose yardage on the play but also lose possession of the football, that would have been a killer.
So Deckard gives this play to McLean, who lines up in the slot. Deckard goes under center with Barnes to his left in the backfield. He drops back, throws it to the right to Jake Bennett, has to dive forward just to corral the catch.
Not the best throw by Brandon Deckard by any means, but great job by Brandon Deckard. Not Brandon Deckard, Jake Bennett, to at least get the catch, at least get some hands on the ball.
Yeah, trying to set up the screen there, but it just, I don't think it worked.
A little bit to the left.
But yeah, 3rd and goal now from the 12. This drive has gone backwards since the big-time run by McLean. 3rd down now. Deckard's going to drop back, roll to his right, looking for the end zone for McLean. He throws it up, and touchdown, Brandon Deckard to Dion McLean. Is Brandon Deckard's first passing touchdown of the season, and it's 36-0 Lawrence. 6:32 left in the 3rd quarter.
First touchdown of the season for Dion McLean, and with the way that he's played out here on the gridiron, you knew it was only going to be a matter of time. Congratulations to Dion McLean. It took a while, but I'm pretty sure he's relieved to finally get his first touchdown this season and really make it a big lead for the Lawrence Cardinals.
And Deckard got his first career touchdown with a rushing touchdown earlier in the game on quarterback sneak, as the extra point is through the uprights.
And now he's got his first passing touchdown too.
It's been a big game offensively, defensively, really all around. Special teams with Mitchell-White getting in and a solid performance from Hugo Rano. It's now 37-0 Lawrence over Princeton here. It's 6:32. And this Princeton team starting to look more like the team that we saw weeks 1 to 3 when they lost 52-0, 40-0, 57-0, allowed 149 points and scored 0. Lawrence putting it on Princeton so far in this one.
Yeah, And you're wondering whether that Princeton win last week was a fluke. They're definitely playing like it was a fluke. Like maybe something just took over for them. But we're not complaining here. The Lawrence Cardinals playing very well right now. And it's a breath not only for the team, but for the fans here in the stands.
Ben Cohen out for the kickoff. He sends this one deep. It's fielded by Hennessy at the 23. He's going to head to the right sideline, down the right side, and he's going to be tackled at the 40.
Much better kick by Ben Cohen, who's back out on the kickoff after taking a little bit of a break and having Hugo Rano assume the kickoff duties.
Big time kick by Cohen, big time return by Hennessy. Takes this drive starting right around midfield, where really the starting field position has not been an issue for Princeton in this one. They've started at least around the 35-yard line or better in almost every drive in the game, but really haven't been able to capitalize on good field position and really put together a series of good plays on offense. But Patron lines up under center. Serville in the backfield, he drops back to throw. He's got Hennessy wide open, but he misses him, crossing the 45. And incomplete, sets up 2nd and 10.
And Hennessy not having a good job with the passing game. That's now 2 drops for Stephen Hennessy, although he has been somewhat efficient in the running game, or, at least giving what the offense and the defense have given him.
Yeah, unfortunate there for Patron. He's really struggled to get any time to throw with the pass rush of Lawrence. He finally does, and that one wasn't a great throw, not a great effort either from Hennessy, but sets up 2nd and 10. 37-0 the score, 4:50 and counting here in the third quarter. The handoff goes to Serville. He's bottled up, keeps fighting, trying to pick up some yardage. He'll get 2 on the carry.
As much as we marvel at the statue of Everaldo Serville, still you get a lot of guys like Lawrence has been doing all season, getting 4 or 5, even more people to the ball. I mean, going to stop even the most bruising of objects.
Yeah, especially when you have a guy like Ja'Cory Sherrard in there. 6'1", 240. He can go nose to nose and really stop Serville, especially if he's just getting the ball on a short handoff, really not being able to pick up much steam as he runs forward. Patron under center. He drops back. He's looking and throws short, and it's through the hands of Cody Leitner. Almost had an opportunity to add an interception to his line with a sack tonight.
I didn't even see him release the ball. I thought it was going to be a sack by Brian Hickson, because the rush has been so great this game. And now 4th down, and they're going to have to resort to another punt, unable to cross the 50, even though they're just so close.
Princeton setting up to punt. Linko will punt to Gabe Mitchell-White. Just an update with the score the way it is here. The clock continuing to run here in the second half, 3:10 and counting. A little bit of a high snap. Linko punts this one. Mitchell-White there fields it at the 31, and he's almost immediately tackled by Hennessy. A return of about 3 yards.
Not a bad return. You'll definitely take 3 extra yards, whatever you can get from your special teams.
Yeah, I think he wanted to try and make something happen with the score of the game the way it is. He hasn't necessarily gotten to make a big play on offense like a few of his other teammates have. McLean, Diesel Barnes, Deckard have really had great games. Trying to make something happen. Not there. No harm, no foul. 3-yard return sets up the offense. Take over here at 35.
It's definitely better than a negative 3-yard turn.
Absolutely. Deckard comes back out with this, all of a sudden, high-powered Lawrence offense. 2 minutes left here in the third quarter. Bennett goes in motion. He's going to get the handoff. He's looking for the edge. McLean trying to set a block for him and riding Bennett out of bounds and tackling him late is number 3, Jay Jackson, with the tackle. That's going to be a personal foul or a late hit on Jackson.
Definitely a late hit. He should have disengaged as soon as they got out of bounds, but he's still trying to take Jake Bennett down, and he did. But it's on the Lawrence Cardinals sideline where a lot of Lawrence Cardinals were there, and now it's free yardage for the Lawrence Cardinals, and they'll definitely take free yardage.
Yeah, certainly not what Princeton needed with the way this game's gone, but you know, that's one of the issues that you see in games with a score like this. Guys, you know, they start to get a little chippy, they get a little angry. Football, contact sport, and an opportunity for Jackson to try and put a hit on Bennett. He does, it's late, and he almost rode him into the Lawrence bench. The handoff goes to Barnes, he's up the middle, crosses the 40, the 35, ripped down at the 30, at the 25, it's across the 30 by Guidi.
Yeah, Giancarlo Guidi coming in to make the stop there, being the last line of defense. This is the second time that we mention his name, and you know we should mention his name if he breaks up a play. But getting 2 tackles, you can tell about the Princeton defense in this game how they always have to rely on the safeties in the corners.
Yeah, you never want to have your defensive backs making a ton of tackles. That's never a good sign. Handoff goes to Southward, and he's bottled up, thrown down by Serville. Again, the big man, he's played almost every snap in this game for Princeton. And 40 seconds left here in the third quarter. It's a loss. We'll set up second and 14.
And right now, it's a big loss, but they haven't had a lot of those plays. Just got a quick rebound right here.
Deckard brings the offense back out, lines up under center. Dave Mitchell-White comes across in motion. The pitch goes to Diesel Barnes. Got a flag on the play. Barnes cuts it up across the 15, cuts to the left side. 10, 5, touchdown. After the play.
And a bit
personal foul going to be called on Connor Coffey for sure. He threw down a Lawrence Cardinal. I believe that was Jake Bennett in the middle of the play as Barnes cut across and went in for yet another untouched score for Lawrence. We'll see if it stands. There was a flag during the run on the play, and then obviously another flag for that personal foul. We'll see if the touchdown stands and what happens as the officials are meeting right now at the 15-yard line. Barnes trots off. Big time day for Diesel Barnes, regardless of whether that touchdown stands or not. He's been electric in this game on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, absolutely. Whether it's on offense, finding all sorts of lanes, or whether it's on defense, filling those lanes and getting to Judd Patrone. Been very well today, and speaking about the MVP conversation, he's definitely a big part of it today.
Absolutely. He and Deckard, each with 2 touchdowns apiece. Barnes, 1 on offense, 1 on defense. The officials meeting with the Lawrence coaching staff now to explain what this call is going to be, and it does look like the ball's being marked down back behind the original line of scrimmage, so we may have had a holding call on Lawrence that is going to negate that touchdown.
Yeah, I wonder what the extracurriculars were as well. As you saw, Connor Coffey throwing down a Lawrence Cardinal, and that's something that could also hurt Princeton as well. And now the referee's going over to the Princeton sideline explaining what happened. Just like the touchdown on Mark Baconfuso, what's going to happen here, we don't know. The suspense is killing us.
We still don't know exactly. I certainly don't believe we're going to have a touchdown with the chain crew has brought the ball, or the down marker, back to the 34-yard line. So it's going to set up a very long opportunity, or very long second down. 5 seconds left here, which is actually going to start to run. So we're going to head to the fourth quarter as the clock now runs down. So we will take a break. When we come back, we will try and figure out what exactly is going on here, and we'll bring you the fourth quarter of this one. Lawrence Cardinals up on top 37-0 over the Princeton Tigers. You're listening to Lawrence Cardinals football, 107.7 The Bronx, 107.7thebronx.com.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
Second and 19 for the Cardinals.
Welcome back to Lawrence Cardinals football, 107.7 The Bronx, 107.7thebronx.com. We've got a second and 19. The pitch coming around the left side goes to Jake Bennett. He's across the 20 and finally tackled down at the 15-yard line by Kevin Davila.
Now, we still don't know what happened on that previous play.
I'm pretty confident.
The touchdown got called back, obviously, by the fact that the Lawrence Cardinals still have the ball. But
yeah, I'm pretty
no
confident
signal.
There was a holding penalty that negated that run. Did see the flag come in as Barnes was making his cutback. Very interested that Connor Coffey's still on the field, though, after Jake Bennett is as well. He did not retaliate. I'm sure he was coached up on that by Coach Jones after what happened last week with Corey Frost. The pitch goes to Bennett around the right side. He cuts up the middle, crossed the 10, and tackled at the 5. That's going to set up a second down and about 2.
Second down and about 4, actually. Maybe a little further than we thought. But still,
Yeah,
this...
Thought Bennett got closer to the 5, but he stretched the ball out a little further. Maybe he squirmed a couple yards after he got tackled, and I didn't see him underneath the pile. So second down here. Deckard under center. Barnes in the backfield. Manny Raza comes in motion. Handoff goes to Barnes. He's across the 5. Spins out of a tackle, but he's taken down after he picks up a first down. It'll set up first and goal. We'll see where they spot the ball.
Looks like it's going to be very advantageous, more around the 3-yard line. And exactly as you can hear our PA announcer say, it is the 3-yard line. As Brandon Decker gets the play call in, going to relay it to his teammates.
No rush from the Lawrence offense. 9:45 and counting here on a running clock with the score 37-0. Lawrence over top of Princeton and threatening to add on. Deckard in motion goes Bennett. The pitch around the left side. He's got the 10, 5, and he's in the corner of the end zone, untouched yet again. Lawrence adds on. 43-0 Lawrence, and Jake Bennett joins the party with his first touchdown of the season.
And great thing by Jake Bennett, or great play by Jake Bennett, rather. He's been a long snapper, and he's been sort of like an outsider as far as being a part of the Lawrence Cardinals offense. Now, Coach Jones going to him, see what he's been able to do, and doing pretty well so far in the second half. And it's up over 40 points, the Lawrence Cardinals lead.
Hugo Rano out for the extra point. This one right through the center of the uprights. Make it 44-0, and just absolute dominance by the Lawrence Cardinals in this one. 9:28 left in this one, but this one's been over for a little bit, Mike.
Yeah. You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
One team that was definitely prepared for this game was the Lawrence Cardinals. They lead this one big time, 44-0 on top of Princeton. And looks like both teams are going to be 1-4 after this one, and Princeton in danger of suffering their 4th blowout shutout loss as a fumbled return initially by Hennessy, but he's able to recover and bring it out to the 33-yard line. Solid return.
And as Stephen Hennessy's hands Not working good for the passing game, not working good for the running game either. Got to get a new set of hands, maybe.
So, Judd Patron and Princeton offense retake the field, looking to try and put together their first complete drive of the game. As we've come across the 9-minute mark. Start this drive at the 32, their own 32. Patron under center. And he fakes the handoff to Serville, looks to throw to his back, Hennessy, but you guessed it, pressure in his face, and he has to rush the throw, and it goes incomplete.
Not only did he have to rush the throw, but he had to throw as he was falling down. And so even though the pass was intended for Hennessy, you can't blame Hennessy on that one. And although I thought that might have been a fumble, but a great job by Brian Hickson, just in case, to try to fall on it. But referee said it was an incomplete pass.
Always a heads-up play, jump on the ball when it's loose. Can't hurt to recover a loose ball. But the pass was ruled incomplete. And 2nd and 10 now for Patron. He hands it off to his back. Serville slams the ball into the dirt as he's tackled at the 35. Turf, I should say. And he really has had nowhere to go, but as we've discussed at length, he's certainly not designed to be a running back with his build and skill set.
I won't say that he's not designed to be a running back, maybe not the feature back, like last week what they had with Nazir Conway, who
certainly a fullback.
Yeah,
but not an every down speed runner. Rolling out to his left and connecting with Hennessy is Patron. He's going to pick up a first down and tackled right around midfield.
Well, Steve Hennessy got some new hands. Very good catch on that one. And that's going to be, I believe, the 3rd first down of the Princeton Tigers offense. And they're just at the 50. They didn't cross it just yet. They're also about to cross it for the 3rd time. Maybe.
Yeah,
Lawrence Cardinals defense is pretty good.
The ball just lining up exactly with the 50. As they snap it, hand it off to Serville. He's going to rumble ahead and carry Bakanfuso with him for a 4-yard carry on the first play of this set of downs.
Not a bad way to start that set of downs.
Yeah.
And as we've said that they haven't crossed the 50 a whole lot, now they're just about to cross the 45, and I don't think they've ever crossed that.
Yeah, it's been a struggle offensively really from the start for Princeton, as they haven't been able to sustain any offense and really threaten the Cardinals defense at all. Snap goes to Patron. He's looking to his right, but he is ducking down and sacked by Jacoby Sherrard. Diesel Barnes was also in there as well.
Jacoby Sherrard, I believe that's his 2nd sack of the night. He's been all over the field containing and going after Judd Patron, and now he's knocked on the other side of the 50, so they're going to have to cross that 50 once more if they want to keep the drive alive.
Now 3rd and 11. And it's been an issue for Princeton every time they've got into an obvious passing down like this, with this pass rush, which just got to Patron. We'll see if they can come up with another stop. Maybe force the 3rd interception of the game. Patron lines up under center, as he's done the entire game. Cardinals showing blitz. Patron rolling out, pressure from Kareem Frost, and a quick throw, they'll say, in the direction of Hennessy, who was about 10 yards further down the field than the ball. And that'll bring up 4th and 11 with 4:15 and counting with the running clock here in the fourth quarter with the score 44-0, Lawrence on top of Princeton.
That's been the first time we mentioned Kareem Frost here in the second half, but he's still performing very well, being all over the place, getting in the gaps, A gap, B gap, maybe even the C gap. He's doing pretty well in replacement of Corey.
So looks like they'll just go for this one here. Why not?
Yeah.
Right around midfield. No reason to punt it. Try and pick up the first down, maybe get some points on the board. Dropping back, but immediately blitz. Diesel Barnes knocks the ball out, and they'll say he was down. Patron was down on the sack by Barnes. He was looking for his third touchdown and second defensive touchdown with a strip sack.
Yeah, absolutely. But he'll just have to wait, and who knows, maybe he'll get a second touchdown on the offensive side. But Diesel Barnes untouched on that one. And we'll see. We have about 3 minutes. Are we going to see backups?
Yeah, we'll see what Lawrence elects to do here. This game obviously in hand. They lead at 44-0. Clock is going to continue to run. They're under 3 minutes now. They'll take their time with the play call. We see
Ryan Springsteen.
And we do see a few backups. We see Kareem Frost is going to take over at quarterback, and Saif Gibbons at tailback. Frost goes into the shotgun. First time in the shotgun today for the Lawrence offense, and the handoff goes to Gibbons. He cuts back up the middle and just gets back maybe to the line of scrimmage.
We also see Nimesh Rani in at wide receiver.
He wasn't going to join the huddle, but he's a late addition.
Also,
and we also see Jalen Burks hustle in from the sideline as well.
As well as Alex Marion joining the line. Alex Marion, a senior.
So a few fresh faces in here, getting some playing time in the blowout. Always good to see with 1:38. Frost takes the snap, hands off to Gibbons, and again, nowhere to go. Maybe got a half yard on that carry.
Yeah, just a small little gain here. As far as the offensive line is concerned, they're not performing well right now, but you kind of expected that considering this is the first game action of their seasons, and they probably don't get a whole lot of reps either in practice, more of a scout team type of deal.
Fans, check your ticket. You bought one for the Booster Club for the beautiful pink wreath and basket filled with items supporting the campaign to increase the awareness of the breast cancer.
Frost